this blue eye was very intriguing to people on some your eye, like, but then instead of asking properly, or I'd get teased about it, or I'd get bullied about it and called names about it. Like, they'd make a circle. They'd do a whole circle vibe and they'd put me in the middle and they'd call me that over and over and over and over again.
Were you born this way?
No, I was not born this way.
You were not. Is it something that gradually happened?
Yes. I don't think I could stay single because I was trying to fill that void of I was doing that because I was trying to fit in. And in me trying to fit in, I was even hurting people around me, people I was not supposed to hurt. I don't think I could stay single because I was trying to fill that void of I was always after guys who would be like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so hurt, you're so... I was always after that validation.
I've been through the most, been through the most.
Hola, hello Sanbonani, Dumelang, goeiemiddag, goeieaand, goeiemôre, zonke. Baie dankie Millicent wat vandag gaan ons Afrikaans praat.
Is dit?
Yeah. We'll tell you shortly why she's saying that. You're watching I've Been Through the Most right here on Centtwinz TV. And whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure that you join the Cent fam by simply subscribing. It's absolutely free.
Yes.
Of course, we love those who are going to join as members. Please do join the family by taking that extra step. By saying, I am going to support you guys. Actually, I was looking through my phone because I also joined as a member for Centtwinz on my YouTube channel.
Girl.
Yes. And I saw there were 3 tiers and there was one for like, is it 19 Rand 99?
Yeah.
Something like that, like 20 Rand, like airtime, like
loaf of
hot
bread.
dog, a loaf of bread for the entire month, and you're saying, I want to be a member, and this is how much I'm committing to every single month. Some of you are able to, and we hope that you can take that extra step to say, we want to support your work, we want to support what you are doing, we want to continue to hear stories, and of course, we will have exclusive content for members only. So make sure that you do join as a member. We are on our different social media platforms, TikTok, X, Facebook. We are everywhere. Make sure to show us some love there. Give it a huge thumbs up, a like, and a share, and a comment would be amazing.
We love it when you interact, so whatever it is, as long as you keep it nice and positive, we love it. We'll definitely just heart and comment and respond because your voice matters as much as the stories that we tell to you, of course, are there to impact, inspire you. So it's a ripple effect. We are here together. And today we are honored to have, I'll call her a friend of the show because she's like, you know,
She's been watching.
she is a proper Cent fam gang, you know. We have Mathabo Hendrikse in the show today. Welcome.
Thank you so much, dankie.
Luister, ons is baie bly dat jy vandag gekom het.
Wait, Millie, you know how to speak Afrikaans?
Hey, Nami, I'm shocked. I'm like,
Doe jy? Wat bedoel jy?
I thought it's only for the
Nee,
Blessings
ek kan
Club.
suiwer Afrikaans praat, okay?
Okay, period. Let's leave it there because Sonabile is like, I am not translating your Afrikaans. Dad, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm shocked. I didn't know she could speak Afrikaans.
I'm
like,
shocked
I
too.
can. Don't I speak in Afrikaans when I speak to you? Or maybe I just say hi in Afrikaans. And leave it
Yes, and then we speak like about other things that are way more important than our Afrikaans accent.
there. No, because
so then
when
we're like,
your Afrikaans is on another level.
no.
Levels, okay?
You know, I've always had people
Levels.
say to me, like, when we speak on the phone, you don't sound like a black person
Yes.
until we meet you in person. Then they're like, oh, okay, you're a black person. And I'm like, yes, because the accent is like, but it's because, and you'll hear now why my Afrikaans is where it is.
Yeah.
I was born in 1995, so I'm turning 30 this year. And I was born in I was born corporates. Right? Sorry, I'm just jumping into my story.
Go for it,
Thank
please.
you. So I was born corporates. Well, I'm guessing I was born corporates. My mom didn't really reiterate.
Yeah.
And then I went to school, I'm a farm girl. Go Haikidi Plasi. And I went to school, Oskral Primary School. So Oskral is like a little farm outside of Brits, outside of a place called Letabile. It's like it's like inland, but in northwest.
Okay.
And I went to that school. I started grade 0 with my mom. My mom had a creche then, and then I went to my mom was she was a teacher, well, a creche teacher. So I went to school with her. I was under her protection. I was under her wing. She made sure I'm okay. I don't need anything. And then at some point, I had to go to the Oscar Primary School. I went and I started getting bullied. Till today, and I know, like, this I cannot translate into English because till today I don't know what it means. I used to be called Litlo la Podila. I don't know what it means. I think that's something God was just like, I'm not going to explain this to you. I don't want you to get hurt by that. Okay. So I grew up being teased, being called that. Till today. La Podila.
Podila.
Yes.
Sure, okay.
So like this blue eye was very intriguing to people on some your eye, like, but then instead of asking properly, or I'd get teased about it, or I'd get bullied about it and called names about it. And I remember my cousin, may her soul rest in peace, she used to fight for me. I was in grade 1 at that time, because remember I did creche at my mom's creche, and now I'm in grade 1 in Oscar Primary School, and I'm walking to school every day because it's a farm, there's no taxis. And my dad had a taxi, a Karakara back then, but he was not always present to do the things for me, like to take me to school and stuff. And I remember my cousin would fight for me. Like, they would make a circle. They'd do a whole circle vibe, and they'd put me in the middle, and they'd call me that over and over and over and over again.
Sure. These are other kids.
These are other kids.
Like your age.
My peers, yes. Other kids my age. Over and over and over again, they're calling me that. And then my cousin would come, disperse the circle. And you know, back in the day, like, being light-skinned, like, you know, was a thing. So they respected her because she was light-skinned and she was, like, beautiful. And, anyway, then we went to my doctor in 2002. So I endured this up until 2002. And my eye specialist at that time was like, girl, there's a school, and at that time, they were busy telling my parents as well what's wrong with my eyes. But my parents, they caught it, but they didn't catch it.
Okay. And so like, what I want to know, were you born this way?
No, I was not born this way.
You were not. Is it something that gradually happened?
Yes. So what happened was when I was 3 months old, my mom, one of the doctors found something like a cataract, but a small in my eye. Apparently, that's what happened. I can't remember properly. The most important detail I remember is when I was 3 months old, I had an operation and my eye turned like this, and the other one gradually lost sight. And that's it. That's all I remember about it. There's no pictures of me as a baby to say, oh, this happened. Nothing.
So you wouldn't even know what your eyes looked like before?
No, not at all.
So you just told it's because of the surgery?
Yes. So not 3 months, all I'm told is you had a surgery at 3 months as a baby, and this is what happened, and now you're like this. That's it.
And what was the condition?
I don't even know.
So there's...
At that time, I didn't know. At that time, I didn't know.
Except that you had something.
Except that there was something going on with my eyes, and I had to be operated, and that's what happened, and I came out. So later on, as the story goes, then I start knowing, okay, this is what's wrong with my eyes. But even that is like... I still had questions about it because I felt like it was two diseases mixed into one and just put together, and it was an eye condition. But anyway, fast forward, my doctor says, okay, they test my eyes out. They're like, yeah, you are short-sighted, number one, and you have myopia, your eye does this, and you have nystagmus, so you can't focus for too long. Oh my goodness. And they're like, okay, we're going to send you to a boarding school, and you're going to go there, you're going to start your creche, you're going to start there. So I'm starting R again, grade R.
So you have to go back.
Starting grade R again.
Obviously it's affecting you. You can't actually go to a normal school because you need them to be a little bit slow because now your one eye.
Yes.
So is it the one eye now that's giving an issue?
This one doesn't see. So this eye is like, I'm not alive. This one, it sees, but I can see, like, your facial features. I can see where your mouth is. I can see where your nose is. But I can't see the color of your eyes. I can't see if your eyes are, like, really open or closed. Like, I can't tell those hectic details. Yes. I can't see the little pieces of your braids. I know you have braids because I touched you and I hugged you.
No.
But because... I'm laughing because I'm used to it. Like
So it's like you seeing like a skeleton version of us.
yes. Like even like with your nails, for example, I can see your nails, but I can't see the detail.
No.
I can see that your skirt is brown and there's pleats, but don't ask me to look at the detail of the fabric. I can just see. So I see the bigger picture.
And
You know?
Okay. And only from the one eye.
Only
The other
from
one is
this eye.
completely
This one
blind.
is completely
And that's the
blind.
one that went
For the
surgery.
surgery.
So
Yes.
since the surgery, you lost your
Sight.
eyesight,
Basically, that's the story I got. I never got any other version of it.
So, which means you only know how to see what you can see.
I only know how to see what I can
Yes.
see, and I only know how to see a bigger picture of something. Don't ask me for details. Don't ask me
Yes.
for a number plate of a car.
And that's normal for you because we're short-sighted, right? And we had an experience where, you know, only when I went for a drive, was it the driver's license,
Yeah.
right? And you know, you keep
Learners.
failing. That is it the
Yes,
learners. You keep
yes.
failing, and then I'm just like, "Where's the E facing?" I'm like, "There, like wrong. Where's the E facing? There, wrong." Go for an eye test. You go for an eye
We were
test.
fine
I
before
was
that,
fine.
okay.
My entire school was fine. Primary, high school, everything I was fine.
Yeah.
It's just that I would always be intentional about sitting in front. But you don't think there's anything wrong with you. And then we got our glasses. Crazy story.
Wow.
It was
Transformation.
like, I was like, wow.
Wow.
It was like I'm
Yeah.
floating because I'd never been able to see the number plate in front of me.
Transformation,
And
babe.
that's all I knew.
Yes.
So there was nothing wrong with it because I thought that's how everybody sees. That was normal for me until
Exactly.
everything looks super big. I'm like, is that how
Exactly.
you guys see? You can see
Exactly.
that shoe. You can see
Exactly.
that. So
That's
I
what
sort of get that perspective in terms of what you could see. That's what you know.
Exactly. And that's what happened with my glasses. Like, speaking of glasses, now that we touched on it before it flies away, like the glasses I'm wearing now, even, they were like an upgraded version from what I grew up with and what I was used to. The glasses I used to wear, guys,
They don't count.
the glasses I used to wear, ne? Like these ones, the fact that I can see the pleats in your skirt
Yeah.
is a win already.
Shoe.
It's a win because
You
the glasses,
couldn't even.
and they were like Coke bottles. Let me show you. I brought them. My husband calls them Coke bottles.
Whoa. That is not a lens. What is that? It's a lens. No. What?
It's a lens.
This
babes.
is the thickest lens
Lens.
I've ever seen
That's
in
what
my
I used to-
entire life.
That's what I used to wear. And not just like teenage vibes as
Sissy,
a
I can't-
baby.
like just looking through them, like my eyes are suffering at how thick this lens is. But it was still not clear.
It was clear, but it was problematic in terms of I still had to do this. I still had to squint. I still got headaches. These ones, and shout out to my new optometrist, Unachel and Associates, babes.
Yeah.
They really just made sure that, firstly, the lens was not big. They made sure that I can still see like that little detail. Even if I can't see what's happening that side, or do you understand, I can still try and I don't have to squint. I don't have to get headaches. Before then, So yeah, my vision is like a bigger picture type of vibe. I can see there's a human right there. Okay, there's a human. I can't see your face really. So that's also another thing. People would not understand the fact that I'm not going to greet you first. When we are in the streets or in the mall, I'm not going to greet you first. I'm going to pass you by. You need to be the one who says, "Hey, Mathabo!" Because for me, I don't see you. And even if you greet, come closer so that I can actually be like, and then I'll acknowledge that,
So
oh,
how did you see your husband, girl?
I zoomed him in. I was like, you know, that come a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So then I went to Prince of School for the visually impaired. This is now in 2002.
Okay.
And you think that because you're in a school whereby we are all the same, it's like it's cool for the visually impaired and the blind.
Specifically for
It's specifically for that. So you think, I won't be bullied here. We are all the same. I got bullied still.
Sure.
Got bullied by the same person with the same eye problem that I have.
No way.
Got bullied for being fat because now I'm not thin enough. You know, let's leave the eyes now. Let's go to the body. Let's go to the teeth. Yeah, it's gonna, you know, your teeth are crooked. You're like Bugs Bunny. You know, like, so now I'm still healing from that trauma. And now I'm dealing with this. And that started the whole thing of not loving myself at all. Like I used to hate it when I get into a taxi and people ask me like, why aren't you wearing your glasses? Why are you looking like this? You know, that was like my daily bread. Like those were the questions I always got. Why are you reading like this? Why are you not reading like that? If I don't have my glasses on, you're hurting your eyes. And in my mind, I'll be like, my eyes already hurt. And then I went to but you know God in everything. He made sure that I finished school in time.
Wow.
He made sure that I go to varsity, study, and finish in record time.
Yes, girl.
He made sure that I go to a place whereby the lecturers would understand that, oh, that one she can't see. We'll send her the notes after class. We'll send her the presentations. I didn't have to ask.
Love that.
Sure.
You know, I never, and I'm realizing, and I think that's why I had to wait a year before coming here, because those little things I had not realized yet that actually God was carrying me.
Yes.
Fast forward to varsity, because those were the hectic ones. That was the time where self-validation was a thing. I was not focused on God as I should have been. I was focused on trying to overdo things so that I could be accepted. If people are dancing there, I would have to dance extra.
Yo.
If people are singing, I would have to sing extra. And if people didn't see me, like if I was not seen or validated, it would eat at me. I'd go home and cry, like, oh, why did that one not see me? And I studied drama, but I think me studying drama was God just working on my personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yes.
Because everywhere I went after studying drama, people were like, you're so confident, how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know. Because even at that time, I would go home and just be like, it would feel like I'd have to just unmask, like the face I was wearing of, now is like, and finished varsity. It wasn't easy in terms of that whole self-validation thing, even dating boyfriends.
Yes, I was about to say that.
A film on its own.
How was that?
I don't think I could stay single because I was trying to fill that void of
Now you need
that almost got me in
someone.
trouble. That almost got me in trouble because
hectic.
stay away. What do they say? Books before boys.
Boys.
Because
Yes.
boys bring babies.
Babies,
Stay away from
yes.
boys, no matter how you feel. And that's one thing. Stay away. Because no. It was, I realized then I was not seeing what was happening. But then now I realized, I'm like, actually, I was doing that because I was trying to fit in. And in me trying to fit in, I was even hurting people around me, people I was not supposed to hurt. I was looking for the wrong reasons to try and fit in, number one. I could have just been Anna. I could have just been Mathabo. But I didn't know that then. I remember a simple example was when I went to varsity, I had dreadlocks. My sister and I had dreadlocks. Like my sister and I listen, we had dreadlocks, and she was like, "No, Tabonki, you look good." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Went to varsity. Ask me, did I not cut them off? Cut them off, weaved it up. There I was.
Because you wanted to look.
I
like
wanted
everyone
to
and fit in and
It was a self-esteem.
impress.
Yes. And then came the battle with things like makeup and, hairstyles. And because now, and this started actually even low-key in matric. I'll send a picture of my matric dance outfit. You'll see I'm covering my whole eye like this. Because I don't want it to be seen. I want only the normal eye to be seen. When I take pictures, I would only take
From the one side.
because I don't want you to see. Only now am I like,
And this is for people because Sissy, you fine with yourself, but it's how people make you feel that makes you want to build that safe space and that those walls
Yes.
around you.
Yes.
You don't see anything wrong with yourself. I don't see anything, but people
The bullying,
the
'cause it gets to
bullying,
that
and because probably that day you just wanted to focus on just being beautiful,
Yes.
and just please focus on other things, not bad. So I'm gonna hide
I
it,
hear you.
because it takes a certain strength and maturity. Because when you're younger, everything does affect you. But now,
it
when you're
does,
more
yeah.
matured, now you're able to say, "This is who I am."
And it takes a lot for you to be able to even be able to say this is who I am. It takes a lot, especially when you know that somebody somewhere is going to ask. But now you cannot be, and this is where my turnaround happened, because when I started seeing that the makeup is getting too much, like I'd get pimples on my face because, I'm doing it I'm trying to, the makeup is getting too much, the hairstyles, it's getting too much. Like I would not have a hairstyle that does not hide the eye. And after finishing varsity, God took me through a moment of being broke. Now I have pimples. I used makeup. I have pimples. I remember I went home one time. My sister was like, "No." My face is falling apart. I don't have money. I'm broke. I don't have money for nothing. And at that time, the only thing that started picking me up was me starting from scratch. Now I need to look at myself in the mirror and really love what I see. I need to cut my hair because I don't have money to do my hair. I can't even buy a hair piece.
You don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. I have to.
I confront me.
This
is who I am.
I look in the mirror, and even if I can't see the little details, the little pimples, I can still see the bigger picture. Do I love the bigger picture? I have no choice but to. Because God is not going to... I prayed prayers of God, please heal my eyes. Please heal my eyes. God, you're a healer. You are our healer. Why are you not healing my eyes? And the one thing my sister always said to me was, I'm proud of the fact that you never turned against God. You never said, I don't like you, God, because of your eyes. You still went back and cried. Even if you cried the same cry, you were crying to him. You did not turn around and say... I hate you, I don't know. And okay, then I started accepting myself. Now we are basically after varsity now, right? Yeah, I've summarized my story. Wow. We are after varsity now, and now I'm broke. I don't have money. I'm working, but now I have to pay rent. I'm no longer living in Res. So I need to balance my, and I don't want to go back home because there's no taxis at home. So I need to go to work. So my skin is falling apart. I cut my hair. And surprisingly, I cut my hair for my graduation, but that was because I knew I'd have makeup on. Remember, it was still a crutch. It's still a crutch. It's still a whatever it takes to feel good. And what happened? 2019, I am starting to come back. But not because I love myself fully. I haven't recovered. I'm starting to come back because I don't have a choice. I'm forced into it. And then I met my husband, and I'm mentioning him because he played a really, really heavy role in getting me here. I was always after guys who would be like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so hot, I was always after that validation. My husband will tell you once in a year that you're beautiful. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Hold on to that one. For the whole year.
Because he believes that the rest of the time you should know you're beautiful. You should tell yourself that you're beautiful. Don't you know that you're beautiful?
But how did you guys meet? I am curious, okay? How did you meet this Afrikaans? Hey, Mara, what's a year? Meneer Hendrikse.
I actually appreciate the once a year because he literally taught me to love myself, eh? He taught me what I needed. And that time, I'm still short hair. I'm still natural. I don't get to go.
It helped you.
Yeah, I don't get to go.
I think it's what you needed.
I needed that.
But where did you guys meet?
Okay, Osmili.
Love story is this one, by the way.
Okay, so Mr. Hendrikse and I met in 2019. I was teaching drama. Yes, I was teaching drama with a company, JCFI. Yes, JCFI. And we were at the lodge doing team building, the lodge where he works. And when we got to that lodge, we're doing team building. I think the second night of us staying there, he was just like, I want to take you out to dinner. And then the dinner happened on the final night of us being at the lodge. The dinner happened. And the next morning it was like, oh my gosh, okay. And the next morning, actually, we never discussed if we were dating or not. It was just like, we together. And then, I was like,
Was the dinner that good?
Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah, no. And then we start calling each other, start checking up on each other. He's visiting me every second night. That Hendrikse so busy.
Wow.
And then I think the Christmas of 2019.
Yeah.
That's when I met my mother-in-law. The year 2020.
And how was that?
It was actually it was a lot of fun. Like, it was nice. I actually enjoyed sharing a meal with mother-in-law because she didn't know what to say to me for the first few seconds. And then when she realized I'm a cool girl, she was like, oh, bring the wine, bring the wine, bring the wine. She was a cool, she also passed, but she was a really cool girlie.
Sorry about that.
And she understood her son. I think her son trained her as well in the fact that I am into dark chocolate. Please excuse me, Mom. So her son trained her into that, and she accepted it. And by the time I got there, it was like, oh, okay. And then the Afrikaans is also Afrikaansing. So she's like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's been, since then it's been...
So you've been an Afrikaans girl before your husband?
I've been an Afrikaans girl.
Okay. So, that's how you charmed each other, actually.
Remember, I went to, and you see God's blessings. You see God's blessings. God's blessings in being partially sighted, because the school I went to, they were Afrikaans, English and Afrikaans.
Okay.
My friends were Afrikaans. Like, I used to be friends with Afrikaans people and not only have a few of my language speaking people. But if you want to find me, in break times, you're going to find me surrounded by Afrikaans or English people. So imagine that lifestyle from grade R up until matric.
Yes.
And even to a point of dating white people. So you kind of you get...
So you like vanilla?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I remember I told my dad, I was like, Papa, I'm bringing I'm bringing home a white man. He's like, okay. Well, he didn't live long enough to see it happen. So
and then it became
a reality. Only Mama got to live long to see, because they both passed on. Papa in 2021, Mama in 2023. So they both got Mama got to see her son, Andre. My mom would call me and be like, hey, how's my son doing? And I'm like, what about me? No, wait, how's my son? So he got me to that point of loving myself. And it was a fight. It was not just hey, get used to it. It was a fight. I would literally ask him why aren't you saying I'm beautiful? Why are you not complimenting me? And he'd be like, why don't you know that you're beautiful? And I'd sit down and cry about it. Because Vele, why do I not know that I'm beautiful? What is going on with me?
Yeah.
And I still don't have money for braids and all of those things. I still don't have money for nothing. To a point whereby we got married, and now I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. People crave that thing of being told, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're that. I am just whether you think I'm beautiful or not, that's okay. Whether you think my eye is a problem or not, that's okay. Whether you think my teeth are a problem or not, that's okay. And that's why it took me so long to come here.
Wow.
I would not have... I would have been sitting like this.
I know. No, it was a long conversation. I think we spoke about it a year ago. I'm like, go just come. She's like, I'm not ready. But I get it. It's a lot of work. It's a process. I want us to talk about now being classified under somebody living with disability, right? Because when people think of someone living with disability, they're thinking of people who are physically unable to, wheelchair, crutches, and all that. But when you are fully functioning, you're working, you're studying, you're excelling, you're graduating, you're gorgeous, you're getting your man, girl, it's don't you feel that you're classifying me under somebody living with disability because of certain things, or is it okay with you?
It's okay with me.
It was never a struggle.
No, it was never a struggle. It was never an issue. It's okay with me. Why I say this is because I have little tactics. Excuse my voice. My bestie was graduating on Friday. Ooh, guys, yes. And she's a doctor now. So being classified as someone living with a disability does not do anything to me because I know there's little tips and tricks I have. Like to make life easier for me. You might not see it, but I know that when I get into your car, I'm not just going to slide into your car. I'm going to slide in a way that makes me see where the volume button is so I can at least control the volume so I can be comfortable to. So I'm going to literally come into the car and be like, hi, but I'm looking there. I'm not looking at you yet.
Yes. Okay,
But it's like a small, And then another thing, and my sister didn't even recognize this. She's going to find out about it now, like on the show. Another technique I have is that if you ask me to connect your phone to the car, like Bluetooth vibes, I'll open my phone, put it on camera, zoom it into your screen so I can read your screen, find my phone on the screen through my camera like this, and then connect, and you won't even know.
Wow. Because you need that extra patience.
Yes.
So actually being classified as someone living with disability is better because you get that extra patience.
You do.
And places get to accommodate that.
You do. Even at schools.
But with people, the moment they hear that, you become a target. So instead of actually accommodating you, become a target of bullying, people undermining you, people thinking that you're unable to do certain things, applying for jobs, and they're like, will she be able to do this job because it says on the form that this person is living with disability,
Yeah, and the thing that people who are living with disabilities, they don't realize that we are actually first preference.
Actually special treatments.
We are first preference. Okay, besides now like in like the field of acting, and because I've experienced in that field that my personality would be good for the character, but because of my eye, there would be a problem. Hence, I'm doing YouTube. Like, YouTube is my way of saying I can still do what I studied. YouTube is my way of saying my degree is not collecting dust. It's still, I will film and edit with that one eye. I will vlog. So people in other jobs, people with disabilities are literally we are getting first preference. We just need to, we just need to look at it from that point of view on some, actually, because God will not put you in a situation and not provide for that situation. Just in the same sense that he put me in this situation and he never answered my prayer of healing the eye, like actually physically. He knew that he needed me to heal the next person. He knew that he needed me to have confidence for the next person so that they can feed off of me if they need to. It's like my I call them my 3 sons, but they're my brother-in-law's sons. My 3 sons are already aware of the fact that I can't see properly. So they already know how to treat a woman in general by doing the little things. So their future wives will see them as men who go the extra mile. Can't they know? They had to learn to go the extra mile. So Rona, we are privileged. We just want to see it as though we are being discriminated against. And no, that's not the case. We just need to make sure that we are confident in ourselves. With or without makeup, with or without the braids, with or without. Be confident in yourself. When you walk into a room, demand that room. Make sure that you don't. I used to hide. I used to walk into a room and be like, I'm not worth this. And God used my husband to snap me out of it. My sister can say, oh, you're beautiful, but I never took it seriously because she was my sister. She was meant to say it. But when I started saying it to myself, the second she would say it to me, then I started taking it in. Like, actually, she's right. She's right. So we, even in schools, like I got special treatment, not because I asked for it. The school I went to, there's monitors, like there's a TV right here in front of you. Your table is here. So you can write and zoom in as much as you want when you're writing. And the TV is right, like it's right here. So when you are, instead of looking at a whiteboard, you're looking at the TV screen right there. And the teacher writes underneath that camera. And writes for you what you need to be writing, what you need to be reading. So already you are provided for. Computers, a normal computer provides for us already, like I'm speaking now for like visually impaired. But a normal computer provides for you. There's an app called Magnifier. You switch that thing on, it comes preloaded on the computer. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we are considered. Your cell phone also has a setting that you can just clack, 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 clack. And you're already, your screen is so big, you can see it like this. I don't like it though because I feel like people read my news like that.
When it's like you have an auto cue that everyone can read because you have to blow it up. But I
Exactly.
love that you're embracing it and the journey. I think, before you go, maybe let's just talk about the medical aspect of it, Is it like high maintenance having to visit the optometrist regularly, the treatments? Is there any, what do you have to go through? Because this is not just a normal prescription eyeglasses that we get it once in 2 years. It's a lot.
Those Coke bottles, these ones.
Yay. This glass.
The glasses. They were about 30K.
What?
Roundabout. Then I tried lenses. My brother was complaining about the bill for the lenses as well because it was a thick lens. It goes into your eye, but it's so thick. I couldn't do it anyway. And he was just like, Mathabo! I'm like, bro, sorry. But it's an expensive exercise. Just the checkup alone, I remember my checkup for these ones, it was around 800 rands because they need to always make sure that your eye is really in a good space. There's no problem, there's no cataract covering in. Like they really need to go, it's not like just the letter test and then they go deep in a cunt and check everything to make sure that it's fine.
Yeah.
And with these glasses, it was literally a 3-hour checkup.
What?
It was a 3-hour checkup of, can you see? Yes, no, yes, no. Can you see? Yes, no. Are you okay? Yes, no. Does this work? Yes, no. Go outside, go look. By that time, your eye is already twitching.
So tired.
But you need to do it so that you can get that perfect lens that relaxes your eye. It needs to relax. So it is a
What
messy.
happens without the glasses?
Well, you are blurry.
Okay.
Like right now, with the glasses, your face is like, it's clear, even though I can't see the color of your eyes or what, But without the glasses, you are a mixture.
Can you see the difference between
so
us?
Well,
Come on, girl.
I can see.
She already knows.
Pastor Eno has
right here.
Pastor Eno has a different head, not shape, but like I
Yeah.
can. That's what I look at. Like there's a
Really?
difference.
The
There's a
outline.
yeah. There's a
Interesting.
difference between. Obviously, you can't stand there and be like differentiating. I won't know what to say.
Yeah.
But like, there's a difference between. And your smile has a little curve that I look at. I don't know. Maybe I've watched you too much on YouTube.
Wow. Yeah.
It's so interesting. And you have like your smile it doesn't curve up too much at the end.
It's more like
Yeah,
straight. on
and
the-
your face is a little bit fuller here, like here at for me. That's how I see
Yeah.
you. And that's how I can tell the difference. And here as well, I look at here.
Okay.
So here you are a little bit
Yeah.
and Pastor Eno is still like,
Yeah.
that's how I see you guys.
You have your own
That's
YouTube
expensive.
channel. You see your own. You have your own content.
I have my own content, but
No,
that's
I
what
love.
works
But
for
thank
me.
you so much.
It's like with landmarks or driving. If a building changes color, if it gets painted a different color, and that was my landmark, I'm lost.
Okay.
So I use things that normally a person wouldn't use to navigate. That's what works.
Sure. What a blessing. Thank you so
Wow.
much for being here.
So
Thank
glad
you
you
for sharing your
finally
story.
came to share your story.
Thank
Well
you for having me.
done.
Thank you.
And you have such a beautiful personality. I think that's what drew me to you.
Sure.
And I think I followed you because you and your husband were cooking for Mrs. G because your husband's a chef,
Yes,
right?
and I
A
DM.
chef.
I DM'd you all.
And you DM'd, eh?
I DM'd
She
me.
DM'd all of our accounts, eh? So, but I could get it. You know what? I could actually just feel the energy through the message because you are so. Then I gave you my numbers. You have voice notes. Your energy, 5-minute voice notes.
Anyway, guys, if you love her
You're so
personality as
amazing.
much as I love it, please follow her on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. Also, want to see more acting stuff. I heard you said you've got an acting degree.
Yes, I do.
So you
I'm
must
not,
do
I'm
more
not a
stuff.
fan of acting though.
Is it? You're just doing it for...
I did drama. I think I did drama so that it could enhance my personality, like
Okay,
my,
it did what it
and
needed to
also
do. It
yes,
served
and
its
also it
purpose.
helped me read people's body languages.
Okay.
Because it's
interesting.
yes, like
Interesting.
vibes are a thing for me. If you're like this, I'm gonna notice and leave.
But at least you have vibes, honey. She's got vibes.
You've got vibes for
She's
days.
vibes.
I have vibes for
and
the
you
both
are
of us.
truly beautiful inside and out. And we are so blessed to have had you on the show today. For you to come and share your story, to open up your heart. I think you are so incredible. And I know that our viewers are definitely going to be touched and moved by your story. Continue to touch many lives. May God bless you and your husband in everything that you guys do. We
Thank
love
you
and
so
appreciate you guys.
And you're absolutely gorgeous, girl. I told you, second, yo, girl. What you angry about, girl? You look gorgeous. Why you fighting?
No, I just wanted to make sure I represent.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is so wow.
My Hendrikse must represent.
Yeah.
But I just want, like, before we go, I just really want to encourage people to put their confidence in Christ.
Amen.
He's a big part of you being a confident human being in the first place. He created you, he knows you, so he's going to give you the confidence you need to make life happen.
He created you, he knows you, and is going to give you the confidence that you need to make things happen. We'll see you on the next one. For myself, Innocent.
And myself, Millicent, and Mathabo Hendrikse. And of course, the team behind the cameras. It's
Bye for now.
I've been through the most, been through the most.